Hi, I'm Bill. Welcome to my 13th episode of Not Your Crazy Uncle, entitled Boomer's Apology to Millennials. While I've never felt like I fit in with any particular generation, most sources consider me a baby boomer. Made it with 11 days to spare. So when I use the term we to describe boomers, I'm using the word loosely. But hey, Wikipedia says I'm one, so it must be true, right? So we are the generation that was going to be different. We were going to make things right with the world. As kids, we were on the younger end of the generation gap, and we swore it wasn't going to happen as we got older. We were going to be different. We'd be cool adults, fun and compassionate. We would never forget what it was like to be young, and we would never be corrupted by society as we aged. And then it happened. We became our parents, and now another generational divide exists, despite our intentions from when we were young. So who do we blame for our failures? Ourselves? Not a chance. Everything is the millennials' fault, without a shed of blame coming our way. Yes, the millennials, America's punching bag that gets beaten up by every other generation in America. Now millennials, I know you don't have many allies, but I could assure you that I am one of your strongest supporters. We are the ones who have failed, and you have become our scapegoats. As my apology to you, I'm about to show you how America's baby boomers were the most hypocritical generation of all time. Then maybe you'll start ignoring us and change the world in a way that we failed to do. Are you ready? We were the first ones to say question authority, but now we are the authority, and that doesn't sound like such a good idea anymore. We were the first generation to appreciate all styles of music, and we still do, just so long as it's none of that crap from the past 30 years. When we were kids, adults used to yell at us to get off their lawn. Now, we call the cops if there was anybody suspicious looking in the neighborhood. We wouldn't let you out of our sight for even a second when you were infants. Now we can't understand your separation anxiety. Then we made you latchkey kids, and we don't understand your need to be left alone. We were the generation that created participation trophies, and now we berate you for having them. We're so busy complaining about you wearing your pants halfway down your ass that we never even noticed that nobody wears them that way anymore. We wonder why you don't read anymore because that article on your cell phone doesn't really count. We pushed you into college to guarantee you a prosperous future. How did that work out for you? We hated church when we were kids. Now we want the Bible taught in public schools. We understand genetics, and yet we somehow blame you for the prevalence of peanut allergies. We criticize your dependency on technology, yet we come running to you for tech support. Our parents yelled at us for wasting our time watching television, and then we ended up yelling at you for wasting your time playing video games. We tell you to get real when you cosplay, and yet it's okay to wear a Tom Brady jersey on Sunday. We believe in a free economy, but it's your fault that the companies that you don't support are going out of business. We taught you to respect the nuclear family. Then we couldn't wait until you moved out of the house. We were the first generation to tell our sons that it's okay to cry. Now we tell them to grow a pair. We raised our daughters telling them that they don't need a man to be successful. Now we chastise them for not being married, and we're embarrassed if they're lesbians. We go on social media to criticize your use of social media. We call you snowflakes, but get all bent out of shape when you say, okay, boomer. We mock your safe spaces while we're on our way to our man caves. We protested Vietnam, and now we feel patriotic whenever we bomb the hell out of a foreign nation. Many of us grew up hating Ronald Reagan. Now we can't understand why you despise Donald Trump. Remember when we said think outside the box? Well, you went too far outside of the box. And remember how we used to say question authority? Well, please, think more outside the box and question our authority. All right, millennials, can we get serious for a minute? While I might technically be considered old enough to be a boomer, this adorable fella is my little guy, and I don't like the world that he's growing up in, and I'm counting on you to make this right. While nobody else puts any faith in you, I have complete faith in what you could do for this little boy and his future. We had our chance, now it's your turn. I might be this little boy's crazy daddy, but I am not your crazy uncle. Oh, that was amazing.